Hello everybody, my name is Brian Bourgeon, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the new 2023 NASCAR Cup Schedule. Now, the 2023 NASCAR Cup Schedule has been a big topic of conversation today, as it has some minor changes, and some changes that are clearly noticeable by the eye. So, today, I'm going to talk about them. The first, I would call quote unquote big change is one that you can see right off the bat. The All-Star race will now be at North Wilkesboro on May 21st. The famed historic North Wilkesboro being All-Star races, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, amazing. It's a massive W for the sport, and if done correctly, if NASCAR can make all the correct decisions, will be a amazing race. If done correctly, without tire wear, the potential new package they could add, and etc. Another change is now that the Indy Road Course will be the August 13th, which replaces, I believe, is Richmond, which will now be in July 30th. So they changed roles instead of staying the same, which in my opinion is good, because for the hype up of the playoffs, you have now 3 wild card races that honestly anybody could win. You got the Indy Road Course, Watkins Glen, and Daytona. Again, 3 wild cards, which could make some things get really interesting once the playoffs are near. So now let's talk about the schedule normally. We got the Daytona 500, February 19th, Fontana, February 26th, Las Vegas, and March the 5th. March 12th, we got Phoenix, March 19th, Atlanta, March 26th, Circuit of the Americas, Austin, which in my opinion is great because Circuit of the Americas is definitely one of the best road courses right now in NASCAR. And considering we finally had an attempt to see how it looked or how it drived around dry conditions, it did great. It passed, and I'd say we should give it another shot. Then you got April 9th Richmond, and April 9th now will be Bristol Dirt, which again is going to be on Easter. Which again, I'm mixed on the Bristol Dirt, so if you like it, that's great. And if you don't like it, well, sadly we're going to have to continue with it. Bristol Dirt will stay April 9th, once again on Easter. Then April 16th, Martinsville, April 23rd, Talladega, April 30th, Dover, May 7th, Kansas. Also noticeable, Kansas will have 2 dates in the schedule, one for the regular season and one for the playoffs. In my opinion, that's great. Kansas is one of the most underrated racetracks, I believe, in NASCAR, with its multi-group racing and diverse parity you can see at times around Kansas with its various comers and goers and strategy. And you got Darlington, May 14th, May 28th, the Charlotte Roval Weather Worldwide Technology Raceway, Gateway, will be June 4th. It remains on the NASCAR schedule for another year. Then you got Sonoma, June 11th, Nashville, and July 2nd, a big change, is the Chicago Street Course, which is a brand new track for NASCAR. It's going to be their first street course, so we're going to have to see how that race is going to unfold. Then you got July 9th, Atlanta. Now here's the kicker. The summer race for Atlanta is going to be at night, or I should say the Atlanta races, because I believe the Xfinity and Cup Series will be at night. So that's a big plus in my opinion, because with the heat and Atlanta in the summer, it's going to be horrible for the fans. It'd be very, very bad with all the heat. It's super hot in Atlanta those times. So the race being at night is, in my opinion, an excellent change from NASCAR. Then you got July 16th, New Hampshire, July 23rd, Pocono, July 30th, Richmond Raceway, and then August 6th, we got Michigan. And then you got the 3 big wild card races nearing into the playoffs, which are Indianapolis Road Course, Watkins Glen, and Daytona. Now for the playoffs. The playoffs remain the same. There's not much changes, so it goes normally. Then you got Darlington, Kansas, Bristol. That's your round of 16. Round of 12, Texas. Now Texas will only have 1 race date this 2023. It will have only 1 race date. Well, the All-Star race will, one I previously mentioned, at North Wilkesboro, instead of having 2 races, which are the All-Star race and the playoff race. It only has 1, and it'll be the playoff race. October 1st, you got Talladega, and October 8th, Charlotte Roval. The round of 8 is Las Vegas, Homestead, Miami, and Martinsville. And finally, the championship 4 is Phoenix. As it's always been now, it will be Phoenix Raceway. Now again, my opinions on the NASCAR schedule, it's good. It's a very, very, very diverse schedule. You got your fair share of road courses, your fair share of intermediate tracks, your fair share of short tracks, and super speedways. It's very diverse. You got multiple tracks that will test the driver's ability of where they can perform here, where they can perform there, all of the above. And in my opinion, it's a good NASCAR schedule. It's really good. It's going to test all the drivers, especially Chicago Street Course, a brand new racetrack for everyone. So we're going to see who prevails. And North Wilkesboro as well, which it's going to be a weekend to enjoy because it's a historic racetrack that NASCAR is finally going back to. And now hopefully we can get tracks like The Rock, Rockingham, and Nashville Fairgrounds perhaps coming back. It would be definitely something. Or maybe Nazareth, or I don't know if that is possible that NASCAR can bring back Nazareth, but we'll see. Only time will tell. But now, as for the NASCAR Cup schedule, in my opinion, the Truck Series schedule is better because you got historic racetracks like North Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro will actually will have a points race for the Truck Series, which in my opinion is absolutely amazing. Then you got Truck Series adding Milwaukee Mile. Yes, Milwaukee Mile, finally. It's first race, I believe, there since 2009, I believe, which is amazing. It's really cool to see some of the historic tracks from the old days making comebacks. And NASCAR trucks will also go back to IRP, which is definitely awesome. As for Xfinity, sadly they lose one Talladega race, which is the fall playoff race, which is a shame. But in the majority, it's not much of changes. Not much. But there you have it. The 2023 NASCAR Cup schedule has been revealed. Some changes here and there. But again, in my opinion, one of the most diverse schedules NASCAR's had in a while. We have your fair share of super speedways, intermediates, even a dirt track, various road courses, a street course, and your intermediate tracks that which perform insanely well with the next-gen car. So we'll see how these tracks fare next year. But that's it. That's the 23 NASCAR Cup schedule, starting from February 19th all the way to November 5th. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A short but quick review of the NASCAR Cup schedule, what I think about it, and talking a little bit about the Xfinity trucks. And if people are wondering my opinions and thoughts about Kyle Busch going to the RCR8, in my opinion, yeah, it could be a good move. We'll see how it does on the long haul, considering that, well, now Toyota also loses some drivers. I mean, Brandon Jones in today's news announced Brandon Jones that he will be going to the number 9 Junior Motorsports Chevrolet next year. And it also leaves the question of where is John Hart, Nemechek, and Corey Heim going to go? Drivers that have performed well at KBM. We'll see where those guys are going to go. Chandler Smith, I believe, well, he's going to be a free agent, silly season. I don't know where he'll go. But at the end of the day, we'll see. Silly season will truly be a fact this year with lots of young talent heading to different places. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. That would be very, very thankful. That would be very good for me. And I'll see you all on my next video. Thank you.